Hello, hello, hello. We are The Recipe, and we are back. I am your girl, Chelsea.
I'm Mika.
And I'm Stormy.
And today we have a very special guest. She has been rocking with us since day one.
That's right.
Miss Kate Gray Real Estate.
Hey, y'all.
Yes.
Hello, hello. So, I mean...
K Gray the Barbie. Like, she's literally a Barbie. I'm looking at her like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take it. Yes. Thank you.
So, how are you, baby girl?
I am good. I am so happy and so excited to be here. My biggest thing was, what am I wearing? So, you know.
No. Let me tell you this. Last night, I was like, okay, I was wearing these YSL heels and coming up here, and then I woke up this morning and I had to rush and just grab shit. And I was like, I'm supposed to dress up for this, girl. Like,
What? You was gonna wear heels
I
for
was wearing
Kaylee?
heels today for the one time because of this lady.
Yeah,
here.
you're always in sneakers.
Yes,
I love
She
it.
said, you will never catch me in heels.
And I said that in the bathroom while I was on the toilet. Like, I said I'll never. But then I was like, damn.
It's Caitlyn, baby. You
It's
should
be all right.
look,
Caitlyn
it's
came
Caitlyn.
first.
I'll be good. I
I'm
see her on the
just
gram.
shine today.
Yes,
Okay?
thank you.
Baby,
Thank
look.
you.
So, look, we're gonna get into these outfits towards the end, but I'm super excited. Caitlin's here. She's been my girl for like over 10 years.
Yeah, it's
So,
crazy.
I'm just like so proud to see her growth. So normally what we do is we kind of get into a recap of the week. We get into our topics and then we're gonna jump in your business. So
Cool.
recap of the week. Mika Mills.
Mika,
How was your week?
been pretty good, been pretty busy. Like, I got a gazillion things going on. Getting ready to launch the corporate cutie.
That's so good.
Yes.
Finally getting ready to launch pretty soon. I've been dropping hints and teasers on the release date, and nobody can seem to get the date together.
Damn, so none of us got it. Okay.
So I
No, y'all didn't get the date. So do y'all want me to tell y'all?
I feel like you should give us a chance to try to guess it so that
You
when
need
we
to give
win,
out one more hint.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna give out
yeah.
one more hint.
One more hint.
I'm gonna give out one more hint.
Can you give us the hint first? So we
Yeah.
can
My boo was telling me that I'm making it too
hard.
making
No,
it
but
too
it's
hard.
fun.
Because let me tell you what I did. I stared at the picture. I stared at the song. I
Was
listened
it
to
all in there?
I listened to the song 5 times. And I was like,
Stormy want to win.
so I went back.
No, but I
went
love
back
it
and I
that
just
y'all
was like,
participating.
what the fuck? And I was like, what could this be? I was like, okay, she used 6 for the Drake song. Maybe it's 6. It was just so many hints. I
See,
don't know.
and I was
like,
way off. I did November 27th because I was
I
just
put
like,
25th, 26th.
I'm gonna give y'all one more hint and then I'm gonna drop the date because it's coming. It's rapidly approaching, so I'm gonna drop the date.
so that's what you've been doing,
Baby,
Just
my
getting
my
ready?
whole phone is full of content. I'm
Mhm.
ready to go.
And you're
I'm
doing really
so
good.
exciting.
I'm ready to
excited.
go. I'm. It's been a struggle. It's been a headache, but
Mhm.
I'm
It's finally
here.
here.
You
Yes.
can't overthink it. You just gotta drop.
And that's what I've been doing, overthinking it.
That's
And
me
then,
too.
Yeah, because
kept-
you're a
I
perfectionist.
think I pushed
Yeah.
back for 1 year. I kept pushing.
No, launch fast, adopt
pushing.
later.
And I think
Like,
you just like,
yes.
at this
Exactly.
point, let it go. And they like it or they don't like it. And you just start making it better as you
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's nothing
Yeah.
that you can do. It's
This
like,
gonna be
what-
third time's a charm because this is the third time.
It'll be
Listen,
good.
I know all about third time's the charm. Tasha Hedge is back for the third time. But listen, I feel like in my defense, I came out the gate running. Stormy, you remember we were running. And then I was going through where I wasn't liking the clothes on the wholesale stuff. So I was just like, ugh. And then we bought a house. So I was decorating and like getting stuff. I finally
Being
unpacked.
domesticated.
Yeah. So I
But your
finally,
business never stop.
the business
I'm
never
not to buy a
stopped.
home too, but I ain't gonna stop Gigi.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know, when you buy, Kayla, you know about this. When you buy a home, you want to
It's a lot,
decorate.
it's a
You want to do. It's a lot.
It's
you know,
a lot. Yeah.
It is
You can't
a
put them
lot.
on. You really can't. You have to separate them.
Yeah, but
But
I'm
I feel like before you
yeah.
even go into about the house, you gotta say, all right, this $1,000 right here. I'm gonna take this
Yeah.
whole out, and it's gonna go to the business. It's never gonna stop because it is
Exactly.
like I know that you once you start, you cannot use money.
Yeah.
Right.
You have
So
to be
like,
smart
oh,
about
you
it.
got-
Or you
kinda-
give them
Exactly.
the account. Like it's ways to.
Yeah, it's
You gotta have your
ways.
stuff separated and
That's
be
what
smart
I'm
about
saying.
it.
It's ways to
So
do it.
That's
I
what
have
I said. I would separate like this right
Yeah.
here.
So I have an amazing clientele because I literally haven't been out for like 6 or 7 months, and I put some stuff out like, hey, you know, we're coming out. And I did really good. Like they came, they bought the sale and everything. So that's been what I've been really
When
doing.
you had new items?
No, I didn't have new
Oh, I was
items.
about to say, how did I miss that?
I was selling. Somebody else like, what did I miss? I'm like, no,
Oh,
I was just
okay.
kind of like cleaning out the inventory, making room for the new one. So this is the last week for the sale. Shop out Edge. And yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Well, I'm excited for all three of us then.
Like, hey,
Gigi, Fiona, Posh Edge, Corporate Cutie.
So good.
we're coming.
Yeah.
So Caitlin, what have you been up to?
It has been a literal shit show. I've been closing deals in Dallas. I've been closing deals in Houston. So I'm just trying to clean stuff up before I go to Miami next week. So.
Closing deals in these
heels.
red bottom heels.
Yes, baby. All day, every day.
Yeah, I
love
literally.
Yes.
So.
I'm here for it. Stormy Storm, Sunday Fun Day Queen, Miss Out and About. What have you been up to?
I was kind of sad because I was supposed to go to Astroworld. I had tickets for both days.
I saw that,
and
yeah.
I talked about that, and I was just like, man, my son was like kind of hurt, but you know, we survived.
How does he feel now that he saw all that and he didn't?
Technically, we wouldn't have been nowhere near that. You know, we had backstage passes, so I would have never put my son or even been, especially y'all know I was worried about what shoes I was gonna wear.
Yeah, they will be getting stepped on. And
I was in the beauty shop, and my friends were like, the shoes that you wear there, you gotta throw away when you get out. And I was just like, girl, I would never step foot in any of that stuff. So it was never. I was wearing some Bottega.
Ew, y'all.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I mean, prayers to the families that
for sure.
you know, everybody that passed away, but it's tragic. But a Sunday Fun Day, I definitely did a Sunday Fun Day.
Gigi Fiona dropped some new stuff.
Gigi Fiona dropped some new stuff. What we're gonna drop this weekend. I took the pictures, but I was sad.
Wow.
I'm sad about the people. So I was like, it's not a good
Oh
weekend
yeah.
to do
Read the
this.
room.
It's
yeah.
good.
So
read the room.
We're gonna, we're gonna drop this week. We're gonna drop on Thursday, so look out. Oh yeah, when this airs, we'll be dropped. So,
It'll be coming. So shop that. So speaking of Travis, that's been like the biggest thing going on. The Astroworld tragedy. So first things first, do you guys feel like Travis should be held responsible for everything? Anybody can go first.
Let's start here. We send our condolences out to everyone
Absolutely.
involved, had a friend involved, people who work there. We want to start off by saying our hearts go out to those families.
Yeah. Same.
However, in the same breath, I don't think that what occurred there was solely Travis Scott's fault.
I agree.
People are, like tearing this man apart. Like, he should have did this. He should have did that. But I do feel like NRG.
Yeah, there's neglect on the planning side, 1000%. So the promotional group, I think, is going to be held responsible.
And
Live
they need
Nation, yeah, they're just underprepared.
It's not like this man was just like, like literally the capacity was 50,000 people. That's how much people was supposed to be in there alone. It was over 200K people in there.
Oh,
so
wow.
it was like, then you weren't supposed to sell any tickets at the door, and they started to do that. So it was like, y'all already knew. Like, when y'all start seeing the people running through the fences, doing all that, y'all should have started.
And that was my next question.
Back up. We need more ambulance. We need more fire truck. We need everything out here. Y'all needed. It was like what I seen. It was like 195 security guards.
Them people were out there since 7 o'clock that morning.
Like, it wasn't enough. So it was like when you guys saw, like at some point of the show, like, hey, backup is needed. We're gonna pay more money because I know this costs, right?
Yeah.
But y'all made it.
Yeah.
Look at all the people that was there. Y'all have all type of food trucks, all these things. These people have to pay to be on this type of stuff. So it was just like, wow. For me, I feel like you have to go to a Travis show before you can blame him.
He's like very
that's
into
what
his
he's, yeah, the whole rage.
That's what it is. It's a rage. This is like, sorry to say, but these people have fun on drugs. I wouldn't even surprised. God forbid the people who died was like a rock star. I died at the Travis Scott concert. It's just like, this is some. I literally went to Rihanna concert. That was the first time I've ever seen a Travis Scott show. He opened for Rihanna, and I was just like, these people were throwing waters on themselves.
Yeah,
he was like,
that's
crazy.
Not my type of vibe. I wouldn't be there to begin with.
It was fun to see, like,
but you're sitting back at backstage. You're like, hey,
yeah, but not to be in it. Not to be in it.
That's what he do. He hold like they carry the crowd. They make sure people carry people. They put them higher. You see, you gotta hear it. Like, get them up.
Yeah,
and these people are like rolling through, but it's crazy. Unfortunately, drugs are involved in a Travis Scott concert. These people are highly drugged, highly heavy, high alcohol.
Tag Chelsea in. I think she
No,
got something.
but I feel okay. Two things: were they not prepared because all of the people that snuck in? Because
Those
I mean, if
people
the
did not
tickets,
those people didn't sneak in. When y'all saw
those people
running,
jumping, they had
weren't- no,
tickets.
they had to pay. Like they didn't run in.
Okay.
The things back there where you pay, but they showed their tickets, got their tickets in, and they were running to get a spot.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I
okay.
thought
go
too.
through, but they didn't. They did not pay.
Okay, so next question: drugs. I did hear about that too, but I feel like the people that they posted that died, I thought that they died from the impact of like just
crowd surge.
Yeah, the crowd
So it's
surge,
more
them
so,
passing out.
when you this is the adrenaline. When you see Drake,
Oh
some
yeah, I already
people
know.
have heart like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
beating, and it's already hot.
Your
And you're
adrenaline is
extreme,
high.
There's too many people around you, hot.
Yeah.
You just passed out. You on drugs, like you said. People probably was getting sick left to right. Who already know these autopsies will show
Yeah,
what
for
really
sure.
happened. That needs to be number one. But I could just see like if I
Yeah.
was to see Drake, like if I
Yeah.
was a kid and on drugs,
Mhm.
and you see Drake, your heart attack, like you need to like it's just like
Yeah, well, that's how it used to be for Michael Jackson back in the day.
That
They
people
showed us
fall
that they
out.
would fall out.
that's the
I'm
I
not
get it.
falling
Yeah,
out,
I
but you
know.
know what I'm saying?
But
But
that's a
Somebody
like-
needs to be held accountable, and I'm with
And I
Caitlin.
feel
Well,
like-
I can tell you, my husband is part owner of the Lone Star Rally, which was this weekend
oh,
as
in
well.
Galveston.
It's the largest 4-day
I know.
motorcycle
I wanted to go to
rally
that, yeah.
in the country. So it's huge. They have SWAT. Like they've got guys with, rubber bullets. Like the police are
prepared.
present.
Prepared.
They
These
are
people were-
going in a
mhm.
tank if they need to because, they know that they have banditos sitting out there. They know they've got all this stuff that could pop off.
Yeah.
90% of the time, it does not pop off. Godspeed, right?
Yeah.
But there's a chance, and you have to be prepared.
Prepared
And they
all the
just
time.
weren't prepared.
Baby,
Live
they were
Nation
not
was
prepared.
They
I
were
just
not.
looked at a YouTube video before we even started of one of the security guards that said that he got pricked in the neck. Chelsea, stop
I'm
laughing.
not laughing. I'm
The
not.
security guard who got pricked in the neck was hired via text message, got
Yeah,
paid
see, no.
via
That's
cash
insane
out.
to me.
Like who?
And he has it's enough money.
Did y'all
in
hire
him.
feel
people
like-
from the work
I
release
feel like
program?
nothing,
Like
you
what?
should get nothing. You didn't sign any contract. You didn't
Yeah.
sign anything. Like what? You can't even sue us because we didn't sign anything. Like so, it's just like
They're not held liable,
You're
you're
not held
saying.
liable for him. Like that's what you chose to pop up here and take that little 500 and come up here and work. That is not on us. Anything could go. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you were right, it should be
Sign
some
your
type
life
of
away by a
liability.
text.
If something happens
God.
to you on the job, we cut you a check. That's just.
But this was just
that didn't happen.
bootleg.
So, it's a bootleg.
Yeah.
All
This
these
was
things that are
bootleg.
surfacing, like when they have and Drake, like why is he held accountable?
Oh, yeah,
Like, why
he
Yeah, that
is-
getting
man didn't
sued.
have nothing to do with that.
Because he has
so-
the money, you guys.
Yeah.
He's the easiest one to go get a check from or to be
Mhm.
settled
But
by.
it's so
That's
quick
it.
to even just for them to easily. I don't think they're hesitating to donate. Like,
Oh yeah,
we
because they
gonna
said
give
he's
it
gonna like
to
pay for the
family. Like, why y'all
funerals.
trying to sue these people?
Yeah.
Like Travis Scott, Chris Jenner. And them,
She
they
gonna
coming.
handle that.
Yeah.
That's what I said. She's
Yeah,
gonna
I
handle
think
She's
that.
gonna be like, recruits
Yeah.
activate. Like,
Yeah.
go. Just
She's gonna handle
immediate.
that. Definitely. Well, definitely
yeah.
our heart goes out to those that this tragedy really
Would you have let your
No.
10-year-old son-
No
No.
cap. And I was saying that. I
No.
was like, I feel horrible for the 9-year-old son. But I was like, why the hell wasn't he at home in the bed? Like, I'm not understanding
Well,
why he was on
with
your neck.
He was with his dad.
I don't think that
I wouldn't have let
I
my-
was gonna let my son go, right?
But
My-
be in
we
the
was
back.
last year,
Backstage, that's
but I
different.
think not even that. You watch it from the miles away.
From the back. You don't have to be at the
If
front
that's
like
if you
that.
want to do that and you want to go watch, you ain't supposed to be.
At
I'm
the
gonna
front
have
like
you on
that.
my neck way in the back.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
anything might trip you, fall like what? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
a girl.
just so
You
sad.
should
My
feel
heart
like,
is
as a
broken.
father, you should be like, I
Yeah.
let my son down. Cause like,
Oh my God, yes.
no.
I mean, she's not wrong, but like
like
that's
you
heavy.
did that. Like, come on. Like
Yeah,
you
he fell off your
Ah,
neck.
that's so heavy. I can't. That's
But
so
no,
heavy.
I saw a girl I follow. She was basically saying, "Yeah, I'm just so happy my son is safe." She said he came with no wallet. He was missing a shoe, but she was like, "I'm like, man, like they must have."
I was
really...
watching the news of one of the kids who climbed the side whatever that was.
Yeah,
It's like the
It's
camera
no.
tower.
And
Yeah.
people were booing him, get down,
Yeah.
and he was like, I was climbing for help.
Yeah, those girls and the guy, they was like, "Stop the show! Stop the
Yeah.
show!
Yeah, but-
stop the show!" Like, so I mean, it's
That's
a lot.
scary.
It's a lot. Like
It's
you
a
said,
lot.
It's more so the
being
production
prepared.
team.
Yeah, they were ill prepared. They need to be held accountable to the fullest extent. I don't give a
Y'all think
fuck.
they gonna let it happen again?
No, I mean they're already pulling the plug on
Yeah.
everything. The Astroworld is done.
Yeah,
I'm
which
sorry.
is so sad because we all know Astroworld to be like this amazing place.
It
and
was
now
definitely a good idea.
There's this stamp on it for
Death.
it's so
Tragic.
sad.
Yeah.
And then they're pulling the plug on him. Like they took him off of Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Fortnite.
They
Pulled the
did.
plug on him for the shows in Vegas. Like, why?
It's because everybody is on this cancel culture that is
It's
just
more
absurd.
so like, look at the baby. They want him back.
Yeah.
Rolling Loud.
He's
said,
gonna have to just
Yeah.
let this
come
run
back.
its course.
You have
Yes.
to just give it
Pay
some
some
money.
funerals.
Get
Yeah, pay
done
for
with
some
it,
funerals.
Fall
and stuff.
back. Have
Yeah.
your baby. Come back next year.
Yes, exactly.
And
Let the
then
baby
come
come
back.
through.
Yeah, because they're gonna be talking about that when that is coming up.
Like, so I
So
feel like the baby can overcome. You can overcome.
and
True.
Keep saying you're sorry.
And
keep, you know.
his girlfriend they don't need to say. I do not like.
she
them.
don't like them.
Don't
Let her
say
let her
anything.
ride for her man.
Kylie alone.
Wait,
Let her
why?
ride. Oh, she's out here for anything the Kardashians.
I
She
don't.
just doesn't
I'm
like
just
they're
not-
overhyped. Like she's
Yeah, I
not
do.
here. Like she just
Shut
not
up.
here
They
for
made
that.
it worse.
Shout out to Kim for my Spendy.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
I got
you
my
fucking
Fendi
whore.
skin.
How did you get it and Chelsea didn't?
Baby,
I thought it was at 9 o'clock. Every drop is
I called
always
her.
at 9
She
o'clock.
told me. She just called me back. So
It was everything was
You
at
snooze,
9
you
o'clock.
lose.
I know.
Literally.
she could have got. I went to the gallery and I got more, and I called her again.
So how much? Okay, so listen. How much was like a top?
Sports bar was like 120, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got a
like
bodysuit. It was like 170. But it's cool.
But she has some stuff on there for like 5 bands. I'm like,
Oh
okay.
yeah, she made 7 figures in 4
Well, now
minutes.
they're saying she made $1 million in like 4 minutes, but she already paid. So I didn't get my stuff. I don't care. You whores wasn't even thinking about Skims. So next, Summer Walker, she just dropped this new album. Some of y'all ain't gonna get no gifts because y'all just really
I wasn't
going
for it.
in. Were you here for it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, and why were you not here for it?
It was like a bunch of depressing shit. Like you just want.
There's only so much you can take.
I can't really be with every fucking track and be like, oh my god, like nigga, you stayed with him. I think he produced this motherfucking album, so like what the fuck? This is for money. Y'all are just for clout. Like it's just like, hey, this nigga right in the studio with you while you sitting there talking about him. I mean, I wasn't feeling it.
You wasn't feeling it.
Uh-uh.
I mean,
The
I feel like
the first 2 songs, I was like, all right, shit.
I
is
like
jamming.
Bitter, and I like how she put people who kind of like Cardi B. I thought that was a good little.
So she
'Cause
told a
she-
story.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like, a story.
So
you're not in that place in your life. We're none of us are in that place. In
And
our life,
that's
but
why
I appreciate the music.
I
mean,
posted
I mean, I've
that.
been in that
I
place
don't-
in my life, but it's like, damn, girl, like at no point in your life you happy, your baby, like, come on.
No, but it's
like,
fresh. It's fresh for her.
So the track list, you know how she put the dates by it. So the first one started September of 2019. So it's kind of like she told the story. She opened the album up, riding for her man, and then as the shit went on, it was like, wait a minute, I've been played.
Your mama need your ass whooped.
Ooh,
But I just feel
I
like
want to
let me tell
start
you
your
something.
mama. She should have whooped your
Yes,
ass.
whooped your ass. But I would say this. In the blogs, London Track is known for not taking care of his kids.
No, and I blame
you
her
knew
too.
what you were-
Yeah.
you
In
knew
the
what you were
blogs,
getting
it's
yourself
like,
into.
every
It's not a
baby
secret.
mama said this shit. That he don't claim his kids. He don't take care, or he come for one day and try to play daddy role. Day Bella, who on Instagram, everybody should know who she is.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
that
that's
brother. He
another
don't take
baby.
care. He don't take care of his
baby.
baby.
She
I know
talks
that.
about him too.
Look just like London.
She put the track up. She put it up. She repost her stuff cause this is truth. Day Bella was dragged because she was fucking with him and he was fucking with another person, but she would tell you like this nigga ain't never take care of the baby from day 1,
Right,
day 2,
and
day 3. So
that's
what
the
made
thing.
you feel? Because you Summer Walker,
Yeah.
you put
Yeah.
yourself in that.
Every girl thinks they're different from the last, so
But
Mhm.
come on
I
now,
mean-
4 girl.
Yeah. Baby mama
baby
number
number 4, and he does that with every single baby mama. Like,
And I think
come on.
Sierra's prayer was cute too. I
Sierra
thought
prayer
that
on
was,
there was really
her
cute.
whole the idea,
'Cause at the
everything was
end,
cute.
the last track that was cute to let you know what she's praying for next. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then
Girl, no, pray. And that Sierra's, I'm sorry. That Sierra's prayer and everybody I'm rememberizing this. Girl, rememberize. I seen them rememberize the Lord's prayer. That's
Yeah.
because that's what you need. You worrying about somebody else. I hate
No, but I
when
think
women
people.
are on
But I
shit
think
like
people
that.
are on that with Sierra because she was
with
in
Future.
that with Future. I think people looked at Sierra like she's a sweetheart. She got with Future. He dogged her. She had this baby. Like that's not how it was supposed to go for her. And then she gets Russell Wilson.
who's treating her like a queen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like damn.
But
Because
she went through her thing too. He went to
because
Outlaw, he went
Sierra
to-
did
he went to-
the-
Yeah,
but
that's
I mean,
true.
all these girls like
Sierra did it wasn't a prayer. Sierra did the work on herself. You have to be who you need to be in order to receive that blessing. So you reciting something that Sierra did or said, you still ain't shit yourself. So you're not gonna. No, seriously, you attract what you
put out there. Yeah,
right. Absolutely. So you haven't done the work on yourself. You're gonna continue to get men who are full of shit. You're gonna continue to get men who use you because you have not done the work on yourself, and you think that's your worth. So y'all reciting that prayer. Y'all need to do the inner work, sweethearts.
I really, Mika. So you're saying you didn't like it?
No. I like the album. I just, like I posted, I don't dwell in or live in a place of hurt. Like, I'm not in that space in my life anymore. But I can appreciate the music.
The lyrics,
Yeah, I can appreciate the music. Like, I like the album, but I'm not going to be sad and crying about it because that's not the space that I'm in. And I'm going to get Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea, you liked it?
I mean, I'm not at that place. Like, but I like I said, I appreciate the music and whatever. If that's really what she went through, the way she told it was good. Yeah. Cardi B, everybody knows she got cheated on like it was nothing. I think that little skit with Cardi in there, that was cute. I mean, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it was for an anticipation for her fans. It was a planned out record. It will sell.
There's a method to the madness.
There was like some people liked it, so you know, but a lot of people are heartbroken, so they can feel it. Or a lot of people went through what she went through, so they can relate.
And a lot of people dwell in trauma. And I can say this: the first time I listened to it, I was like, I am underwhelmed. We waited for this.
Yeah, me too.
Then I was like, okay, let me go back and give it another try.
I kept skipping. I skipped to the people who I like. I put on Dirk, and I was like, okay.
So this is okay. I was like that too. So I'm gonna say this. Maybe start from the beginning so you can hear the story the way it's told, and you'll appreciate it a little bit more. Because at first I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like we waited for this.
Like a mug.
Start from the top, and then it'll
whenever I
run.
have a car, he be like, maybe you don't cut this shit off.
Ain't no man trying to hear that shit.
No, and did you see Young Thug was like, F Summer Walker?
They bitter because they some dogs, but Summer, we love you. You know,
I stand. I like I appreciate her. I like her as an artist and as a person.
But for me, I always just feel like she give me dirty vibes.
She does give me dirty vibes.
Dirty as in how?
I was just about to ask, how is she like?
She looks dirty.
Like she stinks.
Yeah,
like,
she looks like she never takes a bath.
Like this.
She doesn't have, what is that? No, get up and, like my mom would be saying, you don't got no get up and go about yourself.
She always just look like you're Summer Walker. You look broke. Like, but
you look broke. How does one look broke?
Like, she just like, for me to be Summer Walker, like, I'm not saying being designer because that's not your thing. That's just not your thing. But you can make it flat. Like, she just look like her hair just like get up out of the bed. And
her tattoos give me very jailhouse.
Dirty.
Everything.
Well, I mean, before she was the Summer Walker, she was a maid. Like, she was a dancer. Like, she was that.
I'm not gonna tear her down, but sometimes I do get the dirty vibes.
I get the dirty vibe every time.
Next
but bless you, girl.
Bless you,
Go
Summer.
ahead, girl.
Last thing on our list, because we all want to know, why did Jayz leave Instagram?
Let me take this one. Well, okay. It was a promotion. It was for a movie. It's for Netflix. Yeah. I definitely watched the movie when it dropped. I really loved the movie.
What movie?
It's The Harder They Fall.
It was good.
It's really good.
I didn't watch it.
That was the whole promotion of the show. You get all the followers. The picture that he posted, the one picture that he posted was about the Netflix movie.
But did you think he needed that?
It wasn't no. He didn't.
He could have got Beyonce to post that.
He didn't put no, but it was just like it was just an anticipation. 2 million followers follow that shit so fast, and every 2 million followers watch the show. Maybe you didn't because I'm a Jay-Z fan for sure.
Love Jay.
So it's like my number one thing when I saw it, I put my timer on. Like, I'm watching this show at 12 o'clock when it drops. So
but I'm just saying for the page, it's Jay-Z. People was gonna watch it regardless.
But did you hear about it? No one talked about that unless you talked about that page. That page. You didn't hear no press talk about.
Well, I heard the press talk about it because that little meme that was going around when he saw Kelly Rowland behind him, and he kind of was like, they were at that premiere.
But I really never really heard this Netflix show. I really just, me personally, saw it on the page, Instagram, and I was like, oh shit, all right, cool, boom.
Yeah.
And then once it dropped that night, that page was gone. Like,
he fucking deleted it. I'm like, Jay.
Like, I'm out.
They said he saw how we was doing.
I was about to say, he was just like, this is too much. Like
y'all are nuts. This is why.
Why would I be on this? Like, I feel him though. If I was at that level, or let me get a few M's.
But the thing about it is, you start seeing him surface the internet a little bit more. Like the little girl had the interview with him.
Yeah, that was
Meek
cute.
Mills was in press conference with him. they were just posting him a little bit more. It's media, but it's like quiet media. Like you just noticing him bait Jayz. You trying to see like what he really doing.
He's always covert with everything he does.
I really like
him.
Low key but high key.
Smartest genius out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But
I'm so here for him. Caitlin, Kate Gray, real estate. So we're gonna dive into our interview set. Look, that tea was good. So Caitlin, our first question is how did you get in real estate?
And how long have you been?
I knew you from
luxury retail, baby.
Retail.
Yeah.
Caitlin you did Bottega.
Dior, Bottega. John Barbados was my last before getting out.
Baby, you are just the shit.
You're
that girl. Caitlin is that girl.
When you was at Bottega, was anyone really shopping?
Nobody was shopping it. And I loved that.
I could say
it was
that.
Understated, like, luxury. And so you would have to sell a handbag as like to a guy and be like, look, they build cars since the 60s a special way. We do the same thing with the handbag with, everything's hand woven. There's a finesse to it that a lot of people don't understand. You just see green and like people get excited about it, but I love the artisanship about it. Same reason why like people love Hermes, and skins, like, I'm on a skin thing. So the fact that a lot of people are getting away from like furs makes me so sad because Fendi had the best furs. And then now everybody's cutting it out and it just like, it breaks my heart.
And I want to go back to that, like what you just said about the whole Bottega thing. When I met Caitlin, she was working at Dior and this was like years ago. Eddie bought me this Speedy bag. My little bag of choice was the Louis Vuitton Speedy. And I remember I came into her boutique. She shitted on my purse so hard.
What did you say?
She was like,
Louis Vuitton.
She was like, the Louis is great, Chelsea. But she was like, look at like how they do the zipper and everything. You should be carrying a Dior. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, I'm 23. I can't afford no goddamn Dior.
I'm like, yes, you can.
And at that time, Dior was the shit. Those
it was
pink,
right.
They had the pink logos with the D's and everything.
She was like, look at the stitching, Chelsea. Look at this, and then look at this Louis. Like, they're not gonna put the work in like they do this. And I'm like, yep, bitch, this bag is like $5,000. I can't.
It's crazy. It's crazy that Dior, I wouldn't say, like back then it was the hype. But they took a major L for years.
Well, it was because of Galliano, right?
Yes.
And so he did some really messed up stuff, got kicked out of the house, and then they were kind of at a loss until Ralph Simmons came along. So,
and Pop Smokes made it.
Yeah, and now it's like everybody's gone to this street fashion thing, which it's a blessing and a curse, but my true first love is couture. I just the people's hands that are on it. There's something special. How would you say
with street fashion? I would say like
it's fast fashion.
I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna use colorism or anything, but I would say like today, like I would say black skin started.
No, it definitely influences fashion.
And then now it's like you see everybody.
Yeah,
like, and it's like wow.
Well, I mean, you look at. So we'll take Louis Vuitton, for example. You have Virgil who's designing the men's ready-to-wear and the women's ready-to-wear doesn't match, right? Because it's very much like ladies who lunch and, we're going to sit and we're going to have like tea, like literally and figuratively, right? But,
hip hop is on the men's side.
Exactly. And it's very cool and it's edgy and it's fast fashion at this point, right? Because it comes and goes so quickly. But I am very much like classic but edgy at the same time, and so I think it's good to mix those high and lows or be able to wear the menswear and take it back to women's.
Fendi today, I tried on these heels and I was telling the guy like, this for me, I try to buy, like you said, classic because in like 5 months this is dead.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's what streetwear
even
has
like
done.
Gucci, like they were the ones where it was like they did that whole snake at one point. And I remember I bought these snake $1,300 shoes, and I'm like, damn, in like 2 years, this
you cannot wear that.
No,
it was just like
because it's dated.
So I know for me, like even like red bottoms classics, I don't really go for like butterflies or the rainbows or anything because it's like in a little while that's dead. So the guy in Fendi was like, well, you have to get all the classic first, and then you can get a little piece. And I was like, I don't even want any of this stuff. Like,
if I'm gonna spend my money, I want it to last a long time.
If I pull this Fendi bag out 20 years from now, you look at me.
You want it to look vintage and chic and cool, right? And I feel like that's very much your vibe, and like how to play off of that, and I'm pretty sure you do also. And so it's just like figuring out how to mesh all of that, right? So I originally started in luxury luxury like goods, went into oil and gas for 6.5 years, and then COVID hit. So I'm trying to figure out how to continue to hit the streets because I was literally boots on the ground, like cowboy boots, skinny jeans, and a golf polo. Like all of my luxury stuff went into a closet until I was going to Vegas or whatever. So the election happened in 2020, and you know, everybody in oil and gas is super conservative, but it takes a liberal president for anybody to make money. And I don't care what anybody says, it's the truth. So I was laid off 2 days after the inauguration.
What were you doing? What was your job?
I was in PVF sales, so pipe, valves, fittings, anything that goes on a pipeline, I was involved with. Refineries, you name it. It was all dirty, all gross, all muddy, but I learned a lot. I learned how to handle myself in a men's world, and I thrive off of that because I can literally tell men to go fuck themselves, and they're like, you know, just like,
because look at you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm definitely more played down in that type of industry because you have to be, or else they don't take you seriously. Yeah. So I had my license for almost 2 years, and then I was thrown into it. And at that point, I already had 2 contracts that were closing in January. And then I found my mentor, who I had known from luxury retail. Yeah. Her name is Andrea Tran. She has a mentorship program called Beta Program underneath her @group. And I said, I'm coming to work for you. And she goes, oh, no. My program's closed. I said, no, you're going to have coffee with me tomorrow. And this is how it's going to work. And so I sat down with her for about an hour. This was the day before the freeze, and told her about.
This is like brand new.
Yeah, no, this is so fresh.
I've been thinking when I watch you, I be thinking like you've been doing this for years.
When I say Caitlin is because you can sell. I look at the way you talk. You can sell water to a well.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like. It's all been sales. It's how I've evolved and
when you work in retail, you had no choice.
No, girl.
You have to sell. You have to go home and make sure you make some money.
And it was a downturn at that point. Like there was no money coming in. Like 2008 to 2010, right there. Like it was tough anyway. So I had to really figure that out. And then I was in oil and gas when there was a downturn. So I had to really figure that out. You know,
I worked in oil and gas as well.
It's tough, girl. It's tough. The people that you deal with is just
dicks. Dicks.
Yeah.
No, those guys are dicks. They don't give
I couldn't believe it.
And I worked in HR.
I did HR for a little bit because our company was going through some stuff, and bless you, child.
But I love HR.
So you met with Andrea. Did she basically open the program like, okay, I'm going to take you?
So NextGen had only been open since November of 2020. The CEO, Julia Wang, is a beast by herself. If you don't follow her on Instagram,
I was like, I want to ask her about Julia
because
Wang.
I see you guys' office. I go to the
Origin, it's brand new.
Origin Spine, right underneath y'all.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Then when we open up, you need to come up and have a drink on the rooftop with me. It'll be fun.
I was like,
seriously,
it's literally right above
I want to
them.
come work for Andrea Wang.
Yeah. So Julia Wang and Andrea Tran, they are partners in this.
Okay.
And so we are kicking ass, taking names, and barely a year old and taking over Texas.
This is domination of women.
Yes. So not only is it female owned, but I mean, I'm like one of a small few of, white girls. And that's just the way it is.
You have to be a Barbie to work there though, because look at y'all.
Everybody is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's the running joke in Houston is that like you have to be good looking to work for NextGen. But I mean, we hire hustlers. And when you hustle, you want to take care of yourself. Yeah, exactly.
So, wait a minute, NextGen, when I think of NextGen, I think of Chick-fil-A. You know how the customer service is like top,
my pleasure,
superb. Like y'all, is everybody,
the marketing, the social media, everything. Y'all are
our
really
marketing is on
it.
point. Like I have so much fun everything we do, but Julia is so gracious and she puts out her own money for a lot of the marketing, and Andrea does as well, and the rest of it is all me. And I've got teams of people that I use for specific things that I know that what it's going to be geared towards. Like my reels are done by one person, our longer videos are done by another. And we've got a great group of production
Like, I like that how you're really investing in yourself because your reels, and I think I was talking about this with Stormy, like, damn, who the hell do her reels? Like, I'm like, you're not doing that. Like,
no, girl. I go out and I find kind of the vibe that I'm looking for. And right now my vibe is like those European women. Like there's this one German girl and she's blonde and it's like.
Is that, you're talking about the pop singer?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I know
who you're talking about. She's a hot mess. Like So this girl, she just all she does is slow walks, and she kind of reminds me of you with that reel that you did. You were like, "Where are you walking to?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" But yeah, she just does these slow walks to like random clips of Drake or random clips of Pop Smoke or whatever, and I'm like. That is me.
Yeah.
You know, like dark and edgy and whatever. Yeah, no, I'm obsessed. You'll love her.
Yeah.
But she'll just be like all black and then pops of green. And I'm like,
I love
that's the vibe. Yeah.
You got it.
You definitely are.
You be on
Are y'all looking to expand?
Oh, no, I go on rants. And I like those because they're gone in 24 hours. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I can talk shit about anybody I want. People will see it. And then a lot of people don't listen to it either because think about how many times you click.
No, I always listen because I mentioned that to you. I'm like, girl, I like your voice. And he was like, I like your voice too. And I'm just like, oh my God. She's going to be like, I'm going to be on the recipe today. And
so
we're going to talk.
Every time I see you, I'm like, damn, wow. Like, you are literally that
never
girl.
missing a beat, girl.
Thank you.
So, you're killing real estate. Has COVID affected the market at all?
Yeah. And actually in a really good way. So, you know, everything shut down for a couple of months when the whole world was on their toes trying to figure out what's next, what the fuck is going on. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the floodgates just opened and people didn't, I guess it, like people were buying luxury goods, people were buying Rolexes. You can't even get a Rolex, okay? Like, and people are buying watches. It's whatever is going to hold value. And it's the craziest thing I have ever seen. Katie is let's talk about 3 months ago. People were offering 80,000 over asking, waiving all of like addendums, no appraisal, no, nothing. They didn't even want an inspection. They just wanted to walk in. They were closing in 10 days and that was it. And I'm like, I didn't even have a chance. My client didn't even have a chance, you know? So yeah, it definitely affected it in a good way, I would say.
Good.
So money.
Yes.
What about right now?
Right now, it's definitely quieted down. The inventory is still low, I would say.
Yep.
But
bricks, wood.
Can't even get windows.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a closing pushed back for an entire month and a half, and we're finally closing on the 19th. And now they're telling me that it's pushed back because they can't get a dump truck in there to put sod in. And I'm like, go put a shovel to the dirt. Like I just make phone calls and start getting pissed off at people because that's stupid. The house is built.
It'd be the dumbest shit, like bricks, sand, concrete, like little.
But I feel like it's gonna be back like normal.
You know, I don't really know what a quote new normal looks like. I think there is
everything that's slow. Everybody that says because of COVID.
No, but you think about it.
I didn't even get an air filter for my Mercedes today. Yeah. So like there was that.
Because think about it. I don't really feel like it's gonna get any better. I think it'll get worse because look at the shipments and everything that's stuck in the port and all of that. So you got to think about
grocery store. You can't get nothing.
I couldn't even get the regular cornmeal I wanted for cornbread dressing.
No,
like
I went to HEB like last Thursday when I was cooking. Yeah, and I was like, I asked the guy, is there a storm coming? He was like, why you say that? He was like, I was like, y'all, it's nothing. It was like bread. It was like 5 breads. And I was like,
But have you even looked at how much prices have gone up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've never really paid attention to groceries.
$5 for the little roll.
And now I'm like, because now it's like really feeling weird. Starbucks prices have gone up. My coffee is more expensive.
You can make that coffee at home. I know. Look,
I am not if I'm on the road. I gotta just do it.
You can put it in a little cup and make it at home. I am a big advocate of it. Keep that $8.
Okay, I want to ask her a question since we're talking about. I'm probably skipping around, but since we're talking about the market, is it right now a buyer's market or a seller's market?
It's absolutely a seller's market. It is quieted down a little bit, but the difference is the amount of inventory affects that. So the most houses on the market as inventory, it's going to be a buyer's market, right? They're going to be able to get more at the closing table. Right now, people are, the buyers are paying for title. The buyers are paying for survey if need be. The buyers are not asking for anything at closing when, you used to be able to get $1,200, maybe more, whatever. No. That's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and if the house doesn't meet appraisal, like people are wanting the appraisal addendums as well, the right to terminate the contract. So it's like, you have to really love where you're going into.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just one of those things. It's so weird.
And I know what you're saying because when me and Eddie were buying,
when did you guys close on your house?
We closed in March, but we started in October of 2020.
So you did new construction.
Yeah, we did new construction, but it's crazy because we've been there like 7-8 months now. We always wanted a corner lot, but the lot behind us was available at the time, and then the lot across from that one was available.
Yeah.
And we were like, which one do we want? So we picked our lot. Those 2 lots have been empty. They just started like breaking ground to like build. And I'm like, Eddie, we've been here almost 7 months. Somebody just finally bought that. Like,
but what you really should do is see how much appreciation you already have in your home. So we closed on our house January of 2020. The guy across the street just sold from us probably 3 months ago. And I mean, my husband and I made 120 grand already, not even being in the house 2 years, you know, and that, I mean, I'm in Cyprus, you know what I'm saying? It's absurd. So I don't know. When you talk about what does the new norm look like, I think until we start getting some more inventory, I mean, but then
y'all gonna go up.
I don't know.
And everything's up right now.
Yeah.
So what advice or suggestions would you give to someone like looking to like buy a new home?
Or at least
like,
3 tips.
3 tips. Like, what do we got?
Start with a lender. Always start with a lender, see what your budget is, make sure that, because they're going to start you in the process of knowing like, hey, your credit is not okay. And these are some of the things that you should do. You need to pay off X, Y, and Z. So know your budget. So lender, budget, that kind of groups into one. Always work with a realtor and don't ever go in calling the listing agent's realtor either. You want somebody that works specifically for you.
Yes.
Because the negotiations are tough. That's my favorite part of it. I love to negotiate. So, you know, you just want to make sure that you have somebody that has their best interest for you, period. And then start shopping. Have fun. HAR.com is Bible for Houston realtors, and enjoy the process, you know. Don't fall in love with something too much because it could get ripped out from underneath you quick. Quick. Yeah.
And I like what you said, work with a realtor, because we did not work with a realtor. And I feel like we did good, but this new construction process, when you go in there, you're just kind of like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Like, and before you know it, you're like, damn, I'm already an extra such and such.
And
just
all that could be negotiated.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it depends on the type of the market, but you're right. And not only that, but then you have somebody making sure that the timeline is going in. Then you make sure that you have somebody bringing in an additional inspector. So there's things, even with new construction, they tell you, hey, you know, you don't need a real estate agent. But the buyers, I just want to say this, buyers never pay, tenants never pay for the real estate agent. Free. It's always the listing side. So in theory, yes, my services are free to buyers and tenants.
But technically, you getting paid.
I'm getting paid, but
regardless,
she getting paid. You see how I'm getting paid, girl. So, this was a good question. Do you suggest someone starts independently or with the builder?
In what regards?
Like, whose question was that?
It's mine.
Yours. Like, are you talking about like new construction or going to go?
Like, say for instance, what do you call those? What is it called? What are like company like yourself? Like
brokerage?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so you're asking, so if you work for a builder, you're technically, most of the cases that I've seen, you're not allowed to hold your real estate license. That's most of the cases that I've seen. There may be a one-off somewhere that I don't know about, and there's money to be made in that. Like Andrea, my mentor, she did that for 15 years and loved it. But now, like, she holds weight in the new construction industry. Like, she can pick up the phone and they do whatever she says. You know, it's awesome. So yes, you can go that route, but it's almost like selling cars. That would be the most comparable thing, because you need to know the ins and outs of that automobile, the ins and outs of that house, whatever the case may be. If you work for a brokerage, right, you get to go everywhere. I have no limits. I'm doing things in Dallas. Like I'm lucky enough because I've been in oil and gas and have dealt with crazy contracts, multi-million-dollar lengthy contracts, I can handle commercial real estate. So I do that too. I love that part of it. So yeah, I mean, it just depends like kind of which way you want to go. If you want more freedom, to be like an entrepreneur,
where
brokerage.
You guys work, you guys can do commercial. You guys just
Some of us can, yes. There's a guy right now, his name's Michael, and he is a certified beast. You know, I brought him into some meetings with me to try and seal a deal, but he knows what he's doing. He's got stuff out in Pearland. They're about to build this insane high rise right now, and I mean, he's so antiquated in how he thinks that he literally figured out how big the new Rolls Royces were, like the width of them, to figure out how many can fit in the VIP like penthouse like spots. So he thinks a completely different way. I've never seen anybody like
strategic thing.
Yes,
nice.
And they kind of skip through.
Oh yeah, because we was like going in circles and stuff. Well, what kind of credit score do you need to buy a home?
Everybody says 620.
Yeah, but that's bullshit.
It depends, right?
No, I'm gonna tell you that.
It depends. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I like to stay away from that stuff because I'm like, get with a lender. Like, I don't want to say something, put my foot in my mouth, and then, you know, be told I look like an asshole or whatever. But, you know, you do need to have somewhat of a credit score, right? And, you know, in a lot of ways, like if you're an entrepreneur, you have a lot of gray area in your finances, right? Because, you know, it's just how the government works, right? Yeah. So not all loan processes are cookie cutter. Not all of them are clear cut. So you just have to make sure that when you are talking to a lender about your credit, about, you know, your finances, your W-2s, whatever it may be, that you're being completely honest.
They're going to find out.
They're going to find out. They're going to climb up your butt.
Stupid when you come back.
No, because remember I told you, they was like, do you really need her? They were like asking me shit from like years ago. I'm like, I don't know. Like, why were you late on this? I'm like, I was probably like 22. I don't know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they will
does that
really,
affect you?
Yes.
You know,
like
the underwriters want to know everything, and if it
they
hasn't
be
come
able
off,
to know, like,
but I'm saying if that was me, like, sir, like I'm different now. Like,
yeah, but
they don't care if you're different,
they're
girl.
gonna give you all this money, you know. So they're like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm just kind of like, but I mean, it still works out. But, yeah, like you know, you really think it's again. I feel like that's 620.
They not playing with you.
Yeah, I think 620 is cap. I feel like
money?
you know, I feel like when they be like 620, I think they be like your credit score, and that's it. No student loans, no debt, no nothing. Just like you, and that's it. Because
I mean,
I feel like that. They really do take 620s.
Yes, and you have
what
to
can you
have
get for a 620 home. Like what kind of home?
Well, I'm not a lender, and I don't know how much you have in the bank, so that's like a whole other question.
It also depends on too how much you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're an entrepreneur and you have funds stashed differently, because a lot of people don't like to, you know, report a lot of stuff. Like, you need to be able to find somebody that follows the rules, asks you the appropriate questions, and can maneuver. Okay, and so that's why I'm like, interview 3 lenders. I've got, you know, lenders that I absolutely adore, and then, you know, some that I'm like, okay. So
you know who to refer different clients.
Yes, absolutely.
To.
Like this girl, you need to go to him because he gonna deny your ass quick. Like,
no, or you know, like for entrepreneurs or
work that deal.
You know,
but they need to know. So like, I have a client of mine who's a friend from like way back in the day, and he has created a tool that extracts marijuana from THC or THC from marijuana. However, right? So they had to go in and make sure that he could even get a loan, because right now people that deal in marijuana businesses can't get loans. So most people like
they can't.
That has to be talked about because it's not fully regulated.
I was about to say,
like, you know, it'll change. It'll take a while, but it'll change.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just got to know who you need to go to for what you need to go to. And we're gonna keep it.
I'm not gonna say that.
No, I was about to
say that.
No, to be honest with you, because like for me, I'm an entrepreneur, but I also work in corporate America. So I have money over here, over here, over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you need to know who to go to for.
Yeah, and there's a lender for everyone. You know, I mean, there truly is. I've got a guy that hunts and fishes, and he brings clients out all the time, and he can handle pretty much anybody. And then there's another guy that likes a specific type of people to deal with, and it just makes it easy. And then I've got a girl that, you know, can do any loan that's cookie cutter, like with her eyes closed in her sleep. And I'm like, get your money, girl, you know?
Yes.
So yeah.
Well, you're doing it, baby. So what is
Thank you.
next for you? Because we see you doing your reels. We see you. I mean, you've only been an agent with NextGen for how long now?
So it'll be a year in February.
And your stats, because I
That's
went on there and I read,
crazy.
like,
Yeah.
you're doing so good. So, like, what is next?
Because she surrounded herself by
With
people,
yeah.
bosses. That's
Yeah.
you sitting at the right table.
That's always what I've wanted. I've kind of finally put myself in there, and it's taken a long time. Like, I'm 31 now, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to be when I'm 40.
31.
Yeah. So, like, I just can't wait to see what these next 9 years are going to hold. And there's some really, really exciting stuff coming up that I can't even talk about until the beginning of next year.
Yes.
But it's coming. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Super excited.
So, what's next? Next year, 2022, I'm already plotting, already planning, even already putting client lists together for, you know, contracts for next year. So,
I'll let you when I buy my house.
yeah, honey, come on. I got you.
So, next, I do want to ask this because you've been doing it.
Mika ask you.
Oh, go ahead, Mika.
I know. We know this your friend.
No,
we know
I was
this
gonna
is your
ask her
friend.
something else, but go, girl.
We
go
know
ahead.
this is your friend.
Yeah.
My question to you would be like, what is the real estate market segregated? Do you feel like it is? Like, you know,
Yeah.
You guys as a brokerage, do certain people only come to you guys? Do you feel like?
No, we handle everyone. We are the preferred brokerage for the Houston Rockets. We deal with athletes, we deal with first-time home buyers, we deal with investment properties, we deal with, you know, high-rise sales. There, unfortunately, and I didn't know this until probably this summer, there's situations out there that is not right. I've been involved with it on the receiving end, and I've actually had to watch one of my clients take it also. And it's a shame, but, you know, we're dealing with real world, we're dealing with people's money, and it's nasty. It can get nasty sometimes. So you just have to know, you have to hold a poker face, keep your cool, because I can pop off real quick, and I have to make
always
sure I
come from a
don't.
place with, I'm not about to beg nobody to take my money. So if you feel a certain type of way, I can take my business, my money elsewhere.
Well,
so
and that's kind of, you know, how I had to push that, you know, and nothing is ever directly said, because we also do have our own laws and things rules we need to follow. And, but I've felt it. I've never felt that before. And, I've never felt that before. It was an odd feeling.
So what is it like with is that what the question you're asking? Like with the race?
Yeah, so that's kind of where that came from. I was dealing
Like,
with
do you get like, oh, she's white, I don't really want to work with her.
I just got that the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Cause me, when I I'm not gonna lie, when I first time, I'm like, I'm gonna give me a black realtor. But then you probably look at them, they don't even know much. Like,
I mean,
you probably don't even like. I'm just saying, maybe like it's just a lot. Cause I'm not racist. Like I like anybody. So when I was looking at it, like when we were bringing you on, I'm like, you know what? It could be anybody. I just want to make sure that this person really want my money and you really for me. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, you have to be able to vibe with your realtor, because I ask you questions that you may not get asked by anybody. Like I may have to ask you questions that you would never tell them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to have that like relationship and that bond.
I trust
and
you.
Exactly, because I
You
not
gotta
only deal
trust
with
me.
you, but I deal with your man, I deal with your kids, I deal with your like where you sleep, girl. So it's a special relationship, but I go to bat for my people. And yeah, so to answer your question, I did have somebody, again, not directly say it, but I think it's because I was assisting in a project and I was the minority in the project, and I was told by the agent I was helping that the client didn't want to work with me.
Wow.
And I'm like, but I'm
Maybe it's not. I don't think it could be. It could be like who you are. Like, look what you.
But I dress. I know what I'm dressing for. I dress for the occasion. I dress
So
for
do
the
you wear like
client.
pants, turtleneck?
Caitlin is a
If I have
professional.
to,
You're
yes.
a chameleon. You know what to do.
Yes, because in sales you have to be,
Yeah.
right? So, you know your client. Like if I know I'm going to go sit with, a Middle Eastern couple, girl, blazer,
Cover it
buttoned
up. Yeah.
less makeup, know your audience. Like I'm sitting with the girls. Like if we're going to go have a drink, like I'm going to wear this.
You
You know what I'm saying?
You know what to do. You work in a corporate
Yeah.
setting. You know how to
So,
handle yourself.
I think it was something else. You feel it, right? When you know,
You sit there in a room and you be like,
yeah. And I've also not wanted, like, people haven't wanted to work with me because I'm a girl.
yeah, so I'm about to say.
So that pisses me off more than anything. That
Should be the fuel to your fire.
Girl, it
About to
is.
keep going.
And that's why I love commercial, because I will sit in a room full of men and be like,
Dominate.
you're not going to play me. This is not how this is going to work. And give them A, B, C, D reason why. And I love it. I thrive off that. I'm like, yes. I walk out.
Yeah, what's your hair swing?
Yeah, I flip my hair. It's my signature move.
Yes,
Like-
baby, yes. On them reels, that hair flip is what's going to get us every time.
Yes.
Okay, so last question. How do you balance, because Caitlin is a boy mom, so
I'm
how
a
do you
boy
balance
mom.
being a mom, doing the real estate, being a wife? Like, how do you
With that
find
ring.
time? Yes.
Thank you.
That ring is. I just keep looking
Like
at your
how?
hand. Like, okay.
Every day is different. Right now my son is at football and my husband is there, and we have a blended family and it's beautiful because everybody works together for the kid. That's not normal, right? So it's nice to have that.
Y'all just have one.
I have one, yes, and my husband has 4.
Okay, so,
So-
you a mom.
Yeah.
How old?
Yeah.
How old is the oldest?
Well, his oldest isn't like older than me.
Oh,
So yeah.
Is that mom? And he's sweet too. I met him a couple of times. He's very, very
Yes,
sweet. He's
yes.
very sweet.
He's so amazing, and he's an entrepreneur. He's in entertainment, and oil and gas, and so
dope.
it's a lot of fun. Every day is different, and I balance. Some days are easier, some days I don't cook, and we order out, or some weeks I don't cook, and we order
And
out.
it works.
But I plate it, and I make it look cute, and I
Always.
cooked,
Because she was
okay?
the first one with a kid, and I used to be like, girl, I don't know what I'm going to do. You and Stormy,
Mhm.
like when I
old
first
is your
had
son?
Carter.
He's
Yeah.
10. He
My
turns
son's
11.
My son turns 12 in December.
Okay, December what? Okay, so Cristiano's
Yeah, that's
December
so
3rd.
cute.
So
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
His name is
That's
Cristiano.
Yes.
Cristiano.
I was pregnant during the World Cup, girl. You couldn't tell me shit. I'm like, let me add an H in there. Nobody's gonna know.
That
No,
is
they
so
know.
funny.
Okay.
No one's
gonna
gonna
know.
know. Look, no one's gonna know.
Yeah,
That is so
exactly.
That's
funny.
cute, yeah. That's a lot.
Well, that's so good. Well, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I think you should definitely keep shining, keep going. When I buy my next house, it will be through you. I'm sure Stormy and Mika will do the same.
Anything y'all need, girls. Like, seriously.
I'm definitely gonna be asking you some questions, girl.
Yes,
it's gonna be
I will take care of y'all.
excellent.
Seriously.
Thank you for
Leases,
supporting
commercial,
us.
anything. Oh my God.
Yeah, she
I love
supports us
y'all.
all the time.
Yeah.
No, I put you on in the car and I drive to my destination, and it's
Yes.
always good. And I'm like, I feel like I'm sitting at like here. It doesn't matter who y'all's guest is. I'm like, no, don't say that. Like,
I
'Cause
messaged
they gonna say it.
Chelsea one day. I was like, "Do you know Caitlin? She messaged me about my shoes. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!"
I
she's
love those
sweet.
damn shoes.
Yes.
I know
Okay.
those red ones.
Oh my
That's why I
God,
was
they're
like,
so
she's
damn
so
cute.
sweet. So speaking of shoes, if that's all, we're gonna all get into we do a recap of the episode and of our outfits. Which ones do you guys want to do first?
Let's get into Caitlin's outfit, baby.
Okay,
I'm
let's look.
like-
Baby,
I just want to
she's
know
sitting
what
on
this
ready.
is right here.
Yes.
So,
What are you wearing today?
This
What's
is
the
an
recipe?
Elliott leather set. It's a skirt and a little jacket.
Yeah,
Wear it
super cute.
open. You do this.
Yeah,
Yes.
And then limited edition Louboutins.
Yes, I
I
remember
walk
when you
brave
posted
because I
those.
know them
Yes.
suckers
So
hurt.
excited.
Look.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Yes, honey.
Mama.
Very appropriate.
Well, super cute. I'm here for it. Stormy Storm. What do you have on?
I'm wearing some Dunks, some PacSun jeans, and a Zara top. I was dressing today. I really was supposed to dress up for
I know we was trying to dress.
I
up for her.
would have loved to see it.
I was
Definitely,
really
'cause
dressing
baby
up.
wasn't gonna do
Caitlin.
nothing. No heels, she said, ever. So today I have on some Zara jeans. I have on a GGC on the top.
Yes.
So cute, by the way. I love that.
I love this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
so
like
here
really
for it.
good quality,
It's
like a
so good
knit.
quality.
It's so
It's
good.
So
like
is it
a
long
little-
sleeve or is it
It's
quarter
long
length?
sleeve, and I kind of like pulled it up just a little bit.
I love it.
'cause
What
we're
size
under
is
these
this?
It's sold out.
Is It's sold out.
Yeah.
All your stuff sells out so quick.
It does, but I love this, and her shipping is so fast. I'm like, oh my god, it came. So yeah, I have on that Zara, and yeah. What you got on me?
So what am I wearing? You know me, I'm wearing some Just Fab boots.
Those boots are
They're
really
really
cute.
cute.
I got these
Really
maybe
cute.
like 4 years ago.
Super
Red
cute.
tights with a little zipper at the knee. This is nothing
zip.
corporate cutie. Nothing corporate
it's
cutie
coming.
today. Yeah, corporate cutie's coming. And I think I got this jacket from,
I want it.
I don't know, some online boutique. I'm not sure. I think Boohoo maybe. And that's that.
Okay.
I like when your hair is like that.
Yeah, I'm wearing
Blonde. I love
blonde. I'm activated, getting ready for my.
You ain't even talk. It was PB homecoming. You turned up this weekend.
Oh
you
yeah,
ain't even say
did
that.
y'all end up seeing each other? 'Cause
No,
I
I
mean, I
didn't
was
see her.
totally left off
It
the
was so
chat.
many-
I'm just like,
We were talking to you. You didn't.
It was so many
you're like,
people.
look, I wasn't out because Stormy was just like, Mika, you not hitting up any PV parties. I'm at this.
No, I kind
And
of
Mika's
figured like
I'm
this.
there.
I felt like that was the party to be at if you was at PB. If you trying to do anything for PB homecoming, so
Because
she
it was
like,
an
"There's 5
alumni
parties."
party.
I was like, no, girl, this
This is
party.
the
Oh no,
only
no, no!
party.
I'm there. I graduated from college in 2010.
And
It's
anywhere DJ Mr. Rogers is
2021,
at, that's
baby.
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be the party.
No, definitely.
So it's the thing to do. Like
No,
if you're an
facts.
alumni, it's PV's like family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I used to be driving out there because I had a little boo out there, so I used
Yeah.
to be hitting them parties and stuff. But no, they were on the
No,
chat.
that party
like,
was lit.
hey.
But see, the thing is, a lot of alumni that's like older my age, because I'm 34, around our age, we were just kind of like, it's not the same. We wanted that
You get
tailgate.
that-
It was more
Yeah.
so y'all had. I ain't gonna lie. I love my sisters, but y'all had a lot of gays at the peak. I was like, wow.
Well, see, the thing,
Like,
hold
damn.
on. They're real.
and I
Girls
love
are
y'all.
home.
Don't get it twisted, y'all. I love y'all to death, but I was like, God
So the thing was, Miss Ma'am.
Miss Mama,
She's not gonna have you coming for PV.
No, so the thing
Mamas.
was, why we wasn't really feeling it, it was because it was a lot of like outsiders. A lot of people.
Oh, that's
from-
not cool.
So a lot of people from TSU there. A lot of people who did not
Oh.
even go to
Yeah.
Prairie View there. We was looking around like, who are these
I
people?
only
Where
went
did they come
because
from?
My guys from Sneaker Politics, shout out to them. They were all here, and the owner of Sneaker Politics and the Nike reps and all these reps was here, and they were like, "Yo, we about to go." Like they just like the vibe at that place
Mhm.
because the pool, the area is levels on levels on levels, really dope. So it just happened to be PB homecoming. They did not know, and he bought a section and was like, "Yo, y'all come through." I was
Oh, that's
like, "Nike
cool.
reps." Yeah, I got
Yeah.
the
Did you,
Yeezy
wait, did
boots,
you
got
like the
those.
vibe there?
No.
You didn't like the vibe?
Mm-mm.
Because and that's the thing, people
Yeah.
who
I knew a
have-
lot of people, but it was more so like, damn, it was a lot.
Okay, and that's
I don't
because-
want them to come for me. It was just a lot.
they're not gonna come for you. It's just that we get it because you have never. It's a camaraderie. Like if you've been to a
'cause
HBC,
I've been to many PB homecomings with Ashton. With a lot of people, I've been to PB homecomings a lot. It was more so like this one was like,
because this is the
just
first
a
one
different
where
time.
they closed the. So it was different for us too. I wasn't really feeling it either. I really felt like it
I've
was just
definitely been to
subpar.
PB homecoming
Mhm.
before. So
Well,
it
I was at home. We was watching the fight, and I was making nachos, and I was just reading y'all chat like I'm not there.
Yeah.
You know,
Next
I-
year I
I
wanted
was
to.
like,
You're like, yeah, you go, girls.
Y'all go.
She's like,
I wanted to
see
be
you.
different.
You know where I'm
I left
Team
early.
up.
I was like, I told my man, come pick me up on the corner because I'm not feeling this. I don't know who. Because you couldn't.
Oh, baby,
You couldn't even get inside of the area.
What's that club? It's like a sports bar.
Baby, I don't know what that was. Over
Baby,
there.
Mika said,
I parked blocks away. Like,
Girl, I
that's at the
tiptoed out of
B-
there
I had
so
to- I
quick.
paid $40. The park
$40?
Oh
my
God.
Parked far to walk. We parked
No,
on the block.
it was literally. That's what I'm saying. It was like random people.
It was packed. Remember, y'all? It's a
They didn't have
3-story
valet?
place. Yeah, no,
Oh my God.
Ain't no
I
valet.
valeted.
That was
I paid $4 a valet, but I walked the block.
Oh,
Because
yeah, no.
Kyle drove his Mustang, so he wanted to make sure he was in
Oh,
the front.
yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
needs someone to watch my car, so he
Yeah.
and then I parked my car. I was like,
They
God
gotta do
damn.
better next year. We need
I think
our
that
own
parking
shit.
that place just alone is just a lot.
I've never been there, but the venue is nice.
The venue
is
is like
huge.
wow, but they have a
Yeah.
lot of Sunday fun days there. It's like
Molly.
yeah.
Dope. So what would be okay, so now we're gonna do recap. We kind of got off. What are we gonna do for the recap of the episode? So we always like to end the episode, basically wrap up everything that we talked about. Mika normally takes us home, but lately we've been letting the guests take us home.
Yeah.
So what would you say would be the recap for the recipe with everything we talk?
A one-liner.
Oh my God, we talk about everything.
I know, a one-liner. Like, it could be anything. Some bullshit, go girl, anything.
Quote, one-liner
quote,
that
whatever you
ties us
want.
all in.
Oh my God, I'm put on the spot. Y'all should have.
Girl, you ready for this? Look, we can
Kayla, you be talking
in the car.
I know, but now this is heavy, you know?
You got it. You got that mouthpiece.
No, but seriously, like, I just let me take this one-liner to you guys because I see y'all's hustle. Like, it's so awesome to watch you guys grow and evolve the show. So cheers to you three bitches. Keep kicking ass and taking names.
And I'm gonna throw it back on all of us too. I think the one-liner should be "We next up."
Yes,
next gen.
Next up.
We next up.
Next year, 2022,
Yes.
Caitlin.
And then we're all next up.
Yeah,
We're all
next up.
We are
I feel
all
that. I
next
like that.
up. So we really enjoyed you. We're definitely gonna have you back on
Y'all go
again.
follow. Y'all go follow
Oh, and
Caitlin.
tell them where they can find you.
You
Your
can follow
social media.
me on Instagram at Kate Gray Real Estate GRAY.
And
Yeah.
she definitely looks better in person.
Facts.
No, I'm just
She
saying,
look
how
that
people be
good.
like seeing you
Catfish.
online, like, no, this is not a catfish. Caitlin is that girl.
Thank
She's
you.
that
girl.
These eyes are like, woo. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we definitely enjoyed her. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
We are The Recipe. Thanks
Peace.
for tuning in. Peace.